So we have been busy the past couple of days teaching classes.
Sorry for not posting followers.
Sorry. Taking exams this past week, and so my class at Zydeth, which are my 18 to 28-year-olds, just like local Laos students, have been taking their business exam, their vocabulary exam, then Friday they have their tourism exam, and then my novice spunk students, I love them so much. They had their oral exam yesterday. Today's a play day. They're just going to be playing with trains and Legos just to kind of give them a break from their exams, and then Friday they have their written exam.
In my young adults class right now, we're talking a lot about verb tenses, and we just taught adverbs yesterday for the first time, and it's really cool seeing how students piece things together. I just gave a quiz 2 days ago, and I say as a success rate, it went really well. I could really see that a lot of students understood in grading the quizzes. We only had 2 students who completely didn't know what they were talking about, so I think that's a good sign.
So this week is the Almsgiving Challenge, in which is every day of the week. They are asking GVI volunteers to give alms at different temples around the city, and what the alms ceremony is where people from the Lao community sit outside early in the morning before sunrise, and they have food. A lot of the times they have sticky rice, and the monks and the novices around the city, that's where they go and they collect their food from the locals. And so a lot of times you'll see like older Lao women sitting outside with their sticky rice, and they like walk, all the novices and monks walk in a single file line, and they have these bowls, and you just put in your food. And so I've been twice. Thomas has only been once. Because I'm better than Thomas.
It's early.
On Monday we woke up at like 5 a.m. and we went right outside of our guest house and we lined up. And you have to give them individually wrapped things because you can't touch them. And you have to sit. Women have to sit down. Men can stand up if they want to. And you can't touch their bowl, and the food that you have can't touch the ground.
You can't look them in the eyes.
Yeah, and you can't look at them. And I think there's like, usually it depends on where. Like the first time we sat, there was 80 monks, so you had to buy enough food, and if you ran out of food, you just have to sit there, like looking down like this. And we both ran out of food.
Sad.
It was so depressing. I felt so bad.
It's really bad.
And then yesterday I went to Wat Minot, which is where I teach my novices, and they told us to prepare for 70. There was only like 30, but it was really cool because one of my students, Novice Lar, he was in the line when I was giving food, and I couldn't look at him or say anything to him, but it made me feel really cool to be able to like give food to one of my students.
Yeah, this weekend we went to Tadsay Waterfall, which was really awesome. We took a tuk-tuk there, which is about a 25-minute ride, which is really pretty, and then we paid about $1 to get on a boat, and went down the Mekong, which was equally as pretty. And then we hiked up to the second waterfall, which is past where all the tourists go, which was really cool. That was fun. But even what was cooler was then we hiked about 30 minutes more to the third waterfall, which is the last waterfall. And we were the only people there for a couple hours, and it was awesome. We climbed all through the waterfall and up it, and it was just a really great day. It was great.
And Saturday, Thomas and I explored the town by ourselves. We went to, where did we go? We went across the Bamboo Bridge. and that was really fun. And what that means is there's a bamboo bridge across the Nam Kham River, which is the other river that Laos is, or Luang Prabang is situated around. There's the Mekong, and then there's the Nam Kham. So there's a bamboo bridge over the Nam Kham River that takes you to another kind of river village, and it's really cool because every year during the rainy season, the bamboo bridge gets swept away. So every year they rebuild it. So we walked across that.
So one of my classes, it's just myself and another new volunteer who's also only here for 2 weeks, lead my night class together. And so the first week we kind of stumbled through, didn't know our way, didn't know the students' names, had a hard time really connecting and getting through to them. And what is kind of a bummer is that this second week we've really found our stride. We worked really well together. We figured out how to lead the class. We know our students' names. I walk home with the students every night, which is fun. And it's a cool way to get to know them outside of the class environment. And so it's just unfortunate that right now when we're hitting our speed, we have to leave. But that definitely gives us fire to come back. And it's so cool to see the other volunteers that have been here longer than us and will be here longer than us. Just to see the impact that they have in the long run, as well as the connection they have with the students that they teach.
My class at Watmano with the novices, this is the first week that they've kind of remembered my name. So they've been calling me Teacher Olivia, which is really exciting because my other classes at Zydeth, they're much bigger, but they don't know my name, and because I'm only here for 2 weeks. But the novices have been calling me Teacher Olivia, and I've memorized all of their names too. And in the beginning of every class, we have like a small conversation when we call roll. So you go up to the novices, and as a woman, I have to bow down and get below them. But you say like good afternoon, and then we have little image cards that have different feelings on them. They have different actions and flags. So we ask them, where are you from? How do you feel? And what do you do? And so when they look at them, they have to answer, and they're all really good at it. And it's really fun when you sit down and you're like, good afternoon, novice Vajangsa, and they're like, good afternoon, Teacher Olivia. And I'm so sad. I feel like I'm starting to get to the point where I could really start forming, a good teacher-student relationship, and I'm about to leave, and it makes me really sad because they're so bright and they're so excited to learn, and they love being in the classroom, and they love my partner, Teacher Harry. He's such a great teacher for them, and it's just really sad that I'm leaving because I don't want to.
Wow, majestic. BB Lao.
BB Lao.
BB Lao.
BB Lao.